Smelly feet are no jokes. It's not funny when you or anyone notices an excessive unpleasant smell from your feet
when you take off your shoes.
If you've been looking for a way to stop smelly feet or how to prevent them, then stick to the end of this video because I'll be giving you
all the tips
to stop smelly feet and of course tips to give you pleasant smell when it comes to your feet. Stay tuned. The sole of your feet and your palm, they have the highest number of sweat glands. Make a drop of disinfectant and clean your feet.
Try medicated insoles.
Hello Rome Rockers, welcome back to Rome's Menu and Glamour. And if you're new to this channel,
welcome to my channel.
Today we'll be talking about how to prevent smelly feet or how to stop them if you already have them. Like we all know that smelly feet are disgusting. This condition of always having your feet smell whenever you take off your shoes is called bromodosis. That is when your feet smell so bad anytime you take off your shoes, and it is caused by bacteria that loves moist environment. So whenever your feet is wet, the bacteria increases and that leads to the feet odor, and it makes it more easier for them to grow because the sole of your feet and your palm, they have the highest number of sweat glands more than any other part of the body. So what are the things you should do to prevent or stop smelly feet? Number one, make sure you wash your feet at least once every day during your evening or morning shower. Any of the two is okay. And while washing your feet, concentrate in between your toes because some people don't even concentrate on those areas. And of course, when you finish washing your feet, don't leave it wet before wearing your shoe. Make sure it is completely dry before you wear your shoe or socks or whatever you want to put in your legs. Do not also forget to dry in between your toes because they are very good to actually inhibit bacteria because they are like tight and close together. So make sure you dry those areas also. Of course, after washing your feet and your feet is all clean and dry, why would you go ahead to put those feet in smelly, sweaty shoes? No. So this brings us to the next step. Always make sure your shoes are
dry and clean.
You can use cool water that is mixed with like a drop of disinfectant to wash your shoes, and make sure you leave it to air dry. Do not put it under the sun to dry because putting it under the sun can actually make the material of the shoe very weak. So instead of the shoe to have lasted like 3 years for you, it will last just 1 year. So leave it to air dry. This brings us to the next step. For your shoes to dry completely, they will require at least 24 hours. This is why you should not wear a shoe 2 days in a row. Stop it. You should have at least 2 pairs of shoe or maybe more, so you don't have to repeat one shoe for 2 days because you need to give these shoes enough time to dry. After wearing your shoe, while you want to leave it to dry, ensure you remove the insoles of your shoe. What do I mean by insole? This is my shoe. This is the insole. This part of the shoe that can easily be removed is what we call insole. So whenever you wear your shoe finish, make sure you remove this insole and leave it in a cool environment. Do not put it in a place that is too hot so it doesn't affect the material of the shoe. Leave it in a cool environment to air dry completely for 24 hours at least before wearing them again. The next step is for you to choose a comfortable socks that would not leave the moisture on your feet, instead that will absorb it. So you should try and ask your pharmacist, or you can just Google about it. Google the best kind of socks that is good for absorbing moisture. And also always try to change your socks at least once every day, especially if you're in a hot environment where you can easily sweat on your feet. Next step is for you to ensure you trim your toenails. Make sure those places are clean because if it is dirty, you are inviting bacteria. You are giving them a very comfortable home to come and sit on your feet. Also, avoid wearing tight shoes that can cause moisture to your feet. When you notice that these shoes are already too tight for you, please stop wearing them because it causes moisture. You're just causing more harm than good to your feet. Another hack for you to do to avoid sweaty feet is for you to use a cotton ball to dip in alcohol every night and clean your feet. Alcohol actually dries out anything. So if you apply it to your feet, it will make sure your feet stays dry. Another thing for you to do from time to time is to soak your feet in a mixture of water and vinegar. This will actually eliminate all bacteria on your feet as well as remove all the dead skin cells from your feet. It's just like a mini pedicure for your feet that would actually ensure your feet is always clean and free from bacteria. Another thing you can do, especially if you notice that you sweat a lot from your feet is to use antiperspirant. Is like magic. It stops sweating permanently. And if you don't know what kind of antiperspirant you should use, or you are confused as to how to use them on your feet, click on this link above here, because I've done a video talking about antiperspirant and deodorant before. You can as well try medicated insoles. That is, instead of using this, you use the medicated ones. They're actually insoles that are medicated and they have deodorizing effects naturally, so it like gives you more advantage over the smelly feet. So if you notice that your smelly feet is very bad, then you should try antiperspirant as well as medicated deodorizing insoles, because it will go a long way in eliminating your smelly feet. Try all these tips and thank me later. You'll be grateful. I just want to tell you that this is an episode 4 of how to smell good all day. I've done how to smell good on your body generally. I've done how to smell good from your mouth, and I've also done how to smell good down there. And this is the last episode of how to smell good all day. So if you've missed all these episodes, I'll be linking it up here, and make sure you click on that link when you finish watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below. Till the next time I post a new video, see you guys then. Bye.